The rules have been finalized for 2024. What rules changed? What stayed the same? Pickleball lovers, let's not forget to have a good day always. One of the major significant rule changes in 2024 is a carry is illegal, period. What does that mean? Basically, in 2023, if you carried the ball by accident, it's fine, right? You carry the ball, you put it away, you win the point, and it's okay. In 2024, you can't carry, even by accident. What's a carry? I'll explain. A carry is exactly how it sounds. You somewhat hold the ball on the paddle slightly longer. Let me demonstrate. Set right, and then I throw it. So it's almost I carry and throw it. And I think that's a good demonstration. And I'll do it in real time. Here we go. We're carrying the ball, we're throwing the ball. Woo! That's pretty good.
You can see in slow motion, I'm purposely keeping the ball on the paddle a little longer so I can apply a little more spin, right? It doesn't matter if it's intentional or not.
Good news for those people that can't find good partners in tournaments. You can now play mini singles in tournaments. What's mini singles? Basically, you just play your side, right? You play your side and you have no one to blame it on. And you could do that in 2024. Pretty exciting. What do you think? Leave your comments. Another rule change in 2024 is a sagging net, right? A sagging net. If the ball bounces, hits the sagging net, the referee does not have to determine it. You and your opponents can. Now, this rule got submitted by someone probably drinking late at night and failed. What is it? To extend the kitchen an extra foot. It's 7 feet right now. Someone said it should be 8. I'm assuming this person is a little shorter, mad about playing those long people that can get far out in the kitchen, right? It's actually not a horrible idea. You just have to repave all the courts in America, all the parks in America, all the private facilities in America. And what's the word I'm looking for? It wouldn't be practical. Rally scoring. You either love it or hate it, right? It makes tournaments go quicker. So a rule was submitted to allow the tournament director to switch to rally scoring, like if it rained, a time constraint, right? This got held for further study. The board of directors was torn on this one. One of the members said it should be used for singles. However, it changes the game for doubles and therefore should never be used for a tournament. Other people thought differently, but this is still a contentious matter for 2025. Now, if you're not familiar with rally scoring, every single point counts. If you return and win that point, you get a point. If you serve, you get a point anyway. You always do, right? Every single point counts. And when I'm playing rally scoring, I play a lot less aggressive, and it does change my style. And some people say it changes the game. The second rule that failed, and I'm sure you'll be really happy at home. I'm not too happy. Couple years I would have been, but I'm not happy right now. What is it? The drop serve should be the only serve in pickleball. It failed. Why don't I like the traditional serve? No one really knows, right? If you're losing, can you do this and give the ref a judgment call, which creates more arguments, which we're trying to avoid? Regardless, in 2024, you can use both the traditional serve and drop serve. Doesn't matter what I think. What do you think? Please leave it in comments. Number 3 is a really important one and may cost you a point at a tournament if you don't know. What is it? If you're playing a point and the referee is watching, you think a ball went out, you hit it, finish the point, and then you say, referee, was that ball in? They say it was out. However, the referee is going to tell you you should have stopped the point when you thought it was out, because if it's finished, we don't go back to take some pressure off the referees. I really like this rule. I think it's a good idea. So if you're in a tournament and you know the ball is out, stop playing. But make sure you know the ball is out, right? Along these lines of stopping or finishing a point, if you think the ball is cracked, finish the point, period. And then after, you can talk to your opponents. If you're playing the point in a tournament, the ball has a horrible bounce because it's cracked, but keep playing the point, right? And if you both decide the broken ball affected the point, you can replay. However, if you don't agree, right, you don't. Could the ref get involved? Sure. Have you ever been playing in a tournament? You're supposed to switch at 6, it's game 3, but you forget. You were supposed to switch at 6, now it's 8, and you realize what happened. Switch sides at the time you realize it, right? If it's a couple points that passed, you can still switch sides, so that's something good to know. A huge issue in 2023 that I don't feel the Rules Committee addressed is the color of the clothes. I mean, this wording, you can take a look, but it's very vague. Now the referee doesn't even have the decision to make them change clothing, and it's up to your opponents. If I have a white paddle with this white shirt, it's very tough to see that given the paddle manufacturers 1 year to get it right. That's what I think, at least. I really don't have inside information, but a lot of paddle manufacturers, like the Selkirk Lux, have the same color as like the shirt.
Is this cheating? Top right hand corner, it's a white paddle and some white on the shirt, but it's also red paddles too. White and red paddle, white and red shirt. You can't see the ball off the paddle. Let's see that in slow motion. Very tough to see, right? Bottom right hand corner, Keith Valentine playing with the Lux. Look at his shirt, look at the paddle, you decide. This is a really good point. My point is, if the ball's coming fast off that paddle, you're not gonna see it as fast as if he wasn't wearing that white shirt with that paddle. And look at Cliff in the top left-hand corner. He is very slow at identifying where the ball came off Keith Valentine's paddle with that Lux. It's white, the white shirt with gold on the shirt as well.
Because it's tough to see off the paddle, especially if you're wearing the same color. For example, the diadem icon is white, and I'm wearing white, and it's very tough for them to pick up on the ball, and it's a huge advantage for me, and I'm somewhat cheating, right?
We gave Brian so much trouble at the beginning of the segment, but I think it's more unfair what I'm doing. Look at me, I'm in white with the white paddle. Ed Perez, who plays pro, drops his paddle because he can't see the ball. Look at it in slow motion. It's an unfair advantage that I got a couple weeks ago. Did I know I was getting it? I take the 5th, and look at me, top left-hand corner again. Very tough to see. The white paddle with the white shirt, and again, that's me going nuclear.
And everyone remembers the neon outfit Coco Gauff wore in tennis, but you have to keep in mind pickleball is played at a much closer proximity, especially at the kitchen, and any slight advantage, even to the 1/8 of a second, is going to really help you a lot because it's close proximity, like I said before. Senior pro Mark Napartovich made another really good point. He called me and said, Joey, it's not just seeing the ball come off the paddle. When people are wearing white on white, it's very tough to see the angle of the paddle. He's extremely fast, and he looks at the angle of the paddle, and he can't really see. Let me ask you a question. What can you see better? Now we'll do the white. Now this isn't totally white, right? Probably more than 20%. The red helps a lot. The diadem icon's pretty white. You can see the video like you just did, but my point is it is an advantage, and Mark Napartovich thinks it is too.
Good luck. You should have stopped at game 1.
This match may have been famous for some other controversies, but again, neon top right-hand corner, same exact color as the Dora ball, right? Same exact. Some fighting. I told you, this was very controversial, but again, neon ball, same exact color as a pickleball player's shirt, and it's an advantage, I believe, unfairly.
Wearing the same color as a pickleball paddle is a huge advantage. Having white, yellow, neon, and gold paddles probably shouldn't happen. In my mind, this argument in 2024 will happen constantly because it does happen. I go to a lot of tournaments, and they should have done something to change it. Pickleball lovers, what rule did you really want to see pass that didn't? Please leave it in comments. Don't forget to save 10% on any paddle. Keeps us in business and saves you 10%. The only win-win in life. And pickleball lovers, let's not forget to have a good day. I know.